Hello students, welcome back to the online class. So today we'll do a continuation of the chapter which we are doing in the previous class only. So the chapter was chapter number 5, topic bountiful nature. Spotlight. In today's class we are going to cover conservation of resources and alternative resources, and this video wanna be part 3. For the reference, please take out your book, page number 33. Conservation of resources. Natural resource can be conserved by using alternative resource of energy like wind energy and solar power. So, natural resources can be conserved by using what? Alternative resource of energy. What are they? Like wind energy and power energy, solar power. Okay, both of which can be used to generate the electricity. So both the natural resources as well as the alternative resources which can be used to generate the electricity. It is important for us to conserve our resources for the future generation. Why it's important to conserve the resources for the future generation? It is very important to conserve the resources for the future generation. Now, awareness about conservation of resources. So what are the awareness about the conservation of resources? Close monitoring by the government and environment can be great help. So government is monitoring, means checking the qualities and all, okay, and the environment can be of great help. So through that monitoring, the government and environment can be in the great help. So government can give the help to the environment. Like what are they? Creating educational power like TV and newspaper in both rural and urban area. Rural means a village, okay, village and all, and urban means opposite to the rural, like towns and cities area, can be helped in reducing the strength on the natural resources. So with the help of creating the educational programs like TV and newspaper in the both rural and the urban area can help in reduce the strength of natural resources. Now steps for conservation of resources. So what are the steps to conserve the resources? Number 1, protecting of flora and fauna, means plants and animals life. Okay, we should protect the plants, flora and fauna to conserve the resources. And planting trees and afforestation. Planting tree or afforestation is a quite same only. Okay, so we after planting the trees also we can conserve the resources. As you can see the example in the image, adopting a clear and alternative fuels. So we should adopt a clear and alternative fuel to prevent the pollution. Using a recyclable material. So after using a recyclable materials also we can conserve the resources. As you can see the example in the image. Now using a non-renewable resource of energy. So using a non-renewable resource of the energy also can be conserve the resources. Adopting eco-friendly method to protect the environment. So we should adopt the eco-friendly methods to protect the environment and as well as to conserve the resources. Separating a biodegradable waste from non-biodegradable waste. So suppose take an example of your home only. So what we do, we all throw the waste product all together, like liquid and dried one. So do one thing, so we can do a separation of biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. By how? We can use a two dustbin, like one for a dry products, okay, whatever the dry waste are there, and another for whatever the non-biodegradable waste we can use for that. So biodegradable means we can be degradable on the land, okay, that waste are the biodegradable. So whatever the outer cover of the vegetables and are there, we can put it in the one dustbin, that later on we can throw on the land and we can use for the manure and all, okay, to make a fertile land. And the next dustbin we can use to throw a non-biodegradable waste like plastic wrappers and all, okay. Through that we can do a separation of biodegradable waste from non-biodegradable waste. Conserving water, closing a taps when they are not being used. So we can conserve the water. How? By closing the taps when they are not being used. You can see the example in the image. Using public modes of transport that helps in saving fuels. So we can use a public transport that helps saving the fuel. Using CNG to run a vehicle. So we can use a CNG, okay, to run the vehicles, and also to prevent the smoke and all, and also the air pollution. Preventing a soil erosion and preventing its fertility. So how we can prevent by this? By using a two dustbin, one for the biodegradable waste, putting over there, and another dustbin for we can put over there non-biodegradable waste. Because of this only, with the help of this only, we can prevent a soil erosion as well as prevent its fertility. Alternative resources. So what are the alternative resources? Due to the sharp rise in the human population, there are immense pressure on the natural resources. So due to the sharp rise in the human population, now as you know that the day by day the human population is increasing. So because of this only, the natural resources are getting a pressure on it. Okay, how? Because the human population, when it will increase, then day by day what they used to do, they used to cut down the trees, they used to build houses and all. Yes, because of that only the natural resources are getting pressure on it. This means that people have to look for other resource of the energy. Because of this only, we have to look for the other source of the energy. The scientists are looking for the new resource of the fuel, such as solar energy for our daily needs, like running cars has that would help to save a fossil fuel. So the scientist is looking for the new research of the fuel, such as solar energy for our daily needs, that they are doing a research in the solar energy for our daily needs. Because of this solar energy that we can run the car, as would help to save a fossil fuel. So that solar energy can be used in the running of cars. Because of this only we can save a fossil fuels. In Japan there is a car that runs on a solar energy. In the Japan they have already invented, there is a car that runs with the solar energy. This is why the solar energy is also called the energy resource for the future. So this is why the solar energy is also called the energy resources for the future. Now, types of alternative energy. What are they? Hydrogen gas, tidal energy, as you can see in the image, biomass energy, wind energy, as you can see in the image, and geothermal power, and natural gas, biofuels, and wave energy, and hydroelectricity energy. As we read in the, I explained you about the hydroelectricity energy. With the help of this only we can produce the electricity with the speed of a water. So those types of alternative energy can be used, like natural resources are already there. To conserve a natural resources, those are the alternative energy, we can use it. Okay, so another is a nuclear power and a solar power. So those are the types of alternative energy to conserve we can use for what? To conserve natural resources. So finally we end our chapter. So I hope you go through with the chapter along with the video and you'll understand it. So that's all for today's class. See you in the next video. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and also go through with the chapter along with the videos. Okay, and I hope you have understood. If not, then go through with the chapter. Okay, until and unless you will not read yourself, then you will not understand it. With the help of a video, you can go through with the books also. Thank you and take care.